Hey guys, Dr. Ben here, and I am at the Functional Medicine Center for Collins, and I'm inviting you tomorrow night to our blood sugar workshop. This is going to be in office, 6 o'clock or 6:15. We'll get started. If you're coming in to the office, come in around 6. We'll have you fill out a little paperwork, get everything ready. 6:15, I'll get going. And this is also going to be streamed live out into Facebook Live. And we're going to be talking about a lot of different things. Most people, when they think about blood sugar, they think about what? Diabetes. Well, sure, we'll be talking about high blood sugar. That's obviously something that we're worried about. But the other thing we'll be talking about is low blood sugar, and low blood sugar is just as damaging as high blood sugar. And then the other thing that we see is the swings. We'll see people really high, really low, and the damage that takes place in the body, the inflammation, the hormones it throws off. We see people that get low blood sugar having random anxiety. They get stressed. Their entire system gets revved up. They have chronic adrenal issues. All types of different things are going to be coming around from these blood sugar imbalances. Don't just think about blood sugar as, oh, I don't have diabetes, so I'm fine. Get this, we see patients all the time. We check their A1C, check their insulin, check their glucose, and we find people that are on the verge or are actually diabetic, and they're ideal body weight. They look fine. Maybe they don't have energy. Maybe they've got autoimmune, some things like that, but they are not truly healthy on the inside. It's not just overweight people that get pre-diabetes or diabetes. The stats out there are staggering. Teenage kids, 20% of them are pre-diabetic or diabetic. Millennials in that 20 to 30 age range, 25% are pre-diabetic or diabetic. If you look at the entire country, over 70% of people in the United States are pre-diabetic or diabetic. So we have this extreme problem in this country. I'm going to show you how to fix that. We reverse diabetes in as little as 6 to 8 weeks. We've got a lady, her blood sugar a month ago when we started was between 5 and 600. You don't want to be over 110. She was between 5 and 600. This past week, she brought in her monitoring for this past week. She had a 90, she had 111, she had some 120s, she had some 170s, but nothing close at all to that 5 to 600 range. And that's in 1 month we can reverse these things. So type 2 diabetes, absolutely reversible. We do it all the time. Type 1, not so much. It's autoimmune. The pancreas has been damaged. The cells have been destroyed on there that secrete insulin. But for people that have type 1 diabetes, we can get them controlled. We can get them in that 100 to 170 range 90% of the time, keep them consistent through there. So even people that have type 1 diabetes, they need to know this information. They need to know how to stabilize it. So many people are crashing throughout the day. Their energy is dropping. They're feeling so tired. It's creating anxiety. They're not sleeping like they need to. They go to sleep, wake up in the middle of the night, and if your brain's on fire, you're thinking, you're go, you got your heart racing, that is usually a blood sugar crash. We'll talk about what to do about that and how that affects your adrenals, all these different issues. Blood sugar is the number one driving factor for chronic health conditions in this country. Think about this. How many dollars are spent every year? They call it healthcare. It's not really healthcare, it's sick care, on sick care. $3.5 trillion are spent a year in the United States on people that have issues with their health. 90% of that is chronic conditions. 90% is going to be, what is that, $3.2 trillion, $3.1 trillion is spent on people that have chronic health conditions. That diabetes, of course, but Alzheimer's. By 2040, $500 billion is going to be spent on Alzheimer's. What do they call Alzheimer's now? Type 3 diabetes. We've got to be able to reverse these, and it all starts with poking your finger, and that's what we're going to be talking about. figuring out what your blood sugar is actually doing, because it is so much more individualized than we ever knew. And I'll be telling you exactly how to go through this process, what you need to do, and we can take you by the hand and go through step by step to get you your health back. But again, we can reverse diabetes in as little as 6 to 8 weeks. Happens all the time in here. We do it every single day. We have document after document after document showing people that they can reverse their diabetes. And even for autoimmune type 1, they can keep it so much more stabilized and not just rely on up and down, trying to take some insulin, trying to kick some glucose into the bloodstream, those things to be reactive, but take control of it. So we're going to go over all this information. It's going to be streamed live on Facebook, 6:15 Mountain Standard Time. I'm going to be stepping onto the stage talking, and for anybody coming into the office, be here about 6 so we can get everything situated and be ready to rock and roll. So I can go through probably about an hour, but it's going to be a lot of information. We're going to be going through lots of systems. If you're at home, make sure you have your notepad ready so that you can write notes, so that you can draw the diagrams I'm drawing. You're going to learn so much information from this workshop. It's going to blow your mind. And really, this is a game changer that we do with patients every single day. Their lives will never be the same. Every single patient that we have success with in this office comes back and says, why didn't I ever do this before? This is so easy. I've lost 15, 20, 30 pounds and I'm not even trying. My energy's better. And within the first 30 days, 99% of patients that we see are feeling dramatically better. This is not just a weight loss program. This isn't, cut your calories. This is a process where you can truly get your life back, and you can reverse chronic conditions. You can reverse diabetes or high blood pressure, or cholesterol, or chronic blood sugar swings, fatty liver we see go away, high inflammatory markers. All these things change. We can make these changes. Jump in on the Facebook Live tomorrow, or on the live in office at 110 West Harvard, and we're going to be doing that for about an hour. If you have any friends, family, anybody that needs this information, like or share this. We love getting the information out there. I would love to have as many people as we possibly can. That's why I wrote my last book, Blood Sugar Doesn't Lie. It is a foundational piece for every single person to get their health back. So if you have any questions, go ahead and make some comments below. Looks like Paul had a comment. We'll get back to you as well. But anybody else comment, questions, go ahead and shoot those, but otherwise share this, like this, get the message out. People can get their life back. They are not struck by God with diabetes or blood sugar imbalances or blood sugar crashes. There are ways to fix these, and we'll get you there. So we'll see you tomorrow night. If you've got any questions before then, drop us a line, but otherwise I'll look forward to seeing everybody tomorrow. Take care.